Hey YouTubers! This is Reptile Man Sean here, and this video is going to be about how to care for a leopard gecko properly. Because there's some care videos on YouTube and some care sheets on the internet saying, oh, this and that, but usually sometimes there's a lot of them that's incorrect. So I'm going to tell you how to care for a leopard gecko right, and how I do my ways at my reptile room. Right, so tank size. One leopard gecko, 10 gallon tank. For every leopard gecko you have in a tank, you need 10 gallons. So 2 leopard geckos go to a 20-gallon long. When it comes to leopard geckos, you need long, not tall, long. You need a long cage. Because they're terrestrial, not arboreal. There we go. They're not like crested geckos. Crested geckos like to climb. Leopard geckos likes to walk on the floor. So substrate. There's 3 things that you could use perfectly. That's paper towel, repti carpet, and the other one is tiles that you get at Home Depot or something. Some people use newspaper, but I don't like it because when it gets wet, the ink starts to run, and then your whole gecko's nice, beautiful white stomach turns black and dirty. Then you gotta take them a bath, and that's not that good, so take them a bath a lot. Now, heating. See, in this one I have a heat pad. My temps always stay good, so I don't need a basking bulb here. But on my leopard geckos in the top, up here, I have a basking bulb. Well, like, it's a heat bulb on the warm side, and I have a heat pad, but like the heat pad is not adhesive anymore, so it doesn't get too hot. So you could use a light bulb and a heat pad. The 2 best things you could use to heat a leopard gecko. But always if you're gonna use those things, always use it on one side of the tank. Never put the heat bulb in the middle of the tank. Well, never don't get 2 on one here and one here. That's not good. That's a no-no. You need a warm side of the tank and a cold side of the tank, and the middle is gonna be like a between temps. Now, temperatures. Warm side should always be no lower than 85 degrees. No lower than 85, and the cool side should never go lower than 70. There we go. So the highest the warm side could go is like 90. People say 93 and 90. Some people say 95. So you can basically say 85 to 95. But if you have multiple hides on each side of the tank, 95 should be good. Now, thermometers and hydrometers, thermometers, humidifiers, stuff like that. So I use my thermostat probe. To probe, I put it on the heat side under his rock hide right there. It always stays between 90 to 95. And I use that one, and I use the dial and some other ones, but the digital thermometer with the probe is the best. And now for hides. You should have at least 3 hides. I have 4. I have 2 dry hides on the warm side. I have this one, it's like a cardboard box. And I have this rock hide. Then I have a styrofoam hide right here. right there, that thingy right there is like a styrofoam dish bowl, and I just cut a hole in it. And I have a human hide in the middle. So they have a good 2 hides over here, so they can go into whichever one they want. They have a humid hide in the middle, where they could like get the regular, like the middle temps, like the 80s temps, and over here they could get like the low 80s, high 80s, 90s. So 90s, high 80s, low 80s, or high 70s. Now the decorations. You can use whatever you want. You can use plants. Well, fake plants is the best. Fake plants make your tank look nice. So I have this vine right here. I have this vine and it's braided, and I have this like red plants on them. So it looks nice like that. I'll take it out for you to show you. I have this right there. Then I have this. I have 3 suction cups at the top of my cage. There's one right here, and I have this plant in there, like at the top of the cage. So this suction. So my cage is like this. Put the plants in. So that's how it looks with decorations. Now, feeding. Should have 2 bowls. But this is how I do it. Water bowl, food/calcium bowl. There's always mealworms in my dish. But I feed them every other day mealworms. They go there to get their calcium and for food. Some people use 3 dishes, water, food, calcium. But I have 2. Food and calcium, and water. There I have Herptivite and D3 and mealworms. And they go there to eat all the time. I know you guys gonna say, "Oh, you guys need 3 bowls, this and that." Just if you have nothing nice to say, just don't say it. But so like that's good. And you need a water bowl. If you don't want a water bowl, you can spray the sides of the terrarium every day. The sides. And what else? Let's see what else I'm missing. Oh, and when you're keeping geckos together, never keep 2 males together. Never keep 2 males together. 1 male, and when you're keeping females together, 2 or more females. Like I said, every gecko, another 10 gallon. In this cage, I have my 2 babies, my lavender tangerine het for jump albino, and my, let me see him from inside. Hold up. Can I see? Well, you can see his tail a little bit, but oh look, she's coming out. Well, she just poked out right there for a little bit. And her name is Lucky, but I might change it, and her name is Miracle. Like, you know how I just said every gecko another 10 gallons? But when it comes to babies, it really don't. Like, they're small enough. 2 babies can be kept in a 10 gallon. When these guys get older, I'm gonna be putting them in. I'm gonna be moving them into a 20 gallon. So basically, that's it. Bye, guys. Leave any comments if I left anything out or anything. Alright, bye, guys.